नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद अद्वैत गदाधर शिव श्री गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा. Dear devotees, wanted to discuss couple of aspects. One of the important aspects which I wanted to discuss today is based on the conversation which we had is just like Vamshula was sharing about this devotee, how he was very intimate to Lord Jagannath. But if we actually closely observe, he's a great devotee. But when we see his consciousness, his attitude, it's very inspiring actually. Now, what is inspiring is, even though he's been given that mercy by the Lord, the attitude of taking that is very intimate. Just like when Prahlad Maharaj would see Lord Narasimha, Lord Narasimha, when he would see, when he gets an opportunity to speak with the Lord, what is so wonderful is, he says, "Oh, my dear Lord, I do not have any wish or I do not have any qualification to even see your presence." Why that is because he is actually seeing his situation in which he's been kept. For example, dear devotees, let's say we have only one place to eat. That means if our mother is not feeding us, then there is no shelter for us. Let's say if that is the situation, then what would be the eagerness to hear or to understand or to reciprocate? What would be the eagerness? Unimaginable, right? What is that eagerness? Unimaginable. But if we have multiple places, not just the mother, do we be eager to actually accept that? We will not be, because if she is not there, I'll have another person. If he is not there, I'll have somebody else to cover up. That means the jiva is not eager. But here, in the case of this devotee, this Muslim devotee, it is very clear that he has no other shelter or hope in this world. That means this is the only shelter for him. Krishna consciousness exactly works on that only. Please understand this. This is very important. How Krishna consciousness closely works onto us is how we don't see mistakes in others, how we don't see problems in others, how we don't see issues in others is this way. Because I have only shelter. My shelter only is this personality. If anyone else is there, then there is no hope for me. That means he doesn't have any other shelter in this world. That is the only shelter for him. Please understand this. Because through that aspect only, one can really submit our consciousness to that Supreme Personality of Godhead and its representatives. Because through them only we have the shelter, we have the mercy, we have everything actually. If they are not there, then everything is lost. Just like the moment Prahlad Maharaj would see the Lord, he is so much absorbed. That means he is actually relishing his presence. Not just that, he is actually remembering all the time or all the ways where he was being protected, where he was being sheltered. And he is able to He's able to meditate on all those aspects, that what he have been received, what he have been given. All of those things he could meditate. Is this not something wonderful? It is actually. But if we closely observe, a sadhaka who doesn't have the gratitude or the aspect of really seeing the truth as is, who doesn't have that gratitude, what happens is, dear devotees, the person cannot see what he's been given. I'll tell an example. You know how pure devotees would see in this world is, I remember Shrichar Master telling a beautiful aspect once. He said, no doubt, when Srila Prabhupada came into this world, I was not there in this world. That means I was there only for a year. Because when Srila Prabhupada left, that was in 1977. My instructing spiritual master was born in 76. They was there for 1 year. And he said, I couldn't meet Srila Prabhupada in person. I couldn't get his association. I couldn't get personal instructions from him. But I've seen so many devotees who got that. And then there are so many wonderful Vaishnavas who have taken that association fully to their life and then dedicated themselves to the science of Krishna consciousness. So just by that presence, just by their presence in that particular time, that doesn't mean that Srila Prabhupada has to personally come and tell me. No, Srila Prabhupada has given the association to those Vaishnavas. And then I've seen their life got transformed. Now that itself is the greatest benediction for me. I might not be the person who has personally taken that, but I've seen Vaishnavas who have taken that. Is this not something wonderful, dear devotees? That means here, pure souls, they do not expect that they have to do to me only personally. If it is being done to the general public, to the other devotees, just by seeing that also they feel so much inspired. This is called as dry grass, dear devotees. What is this dry grass? Dry grass means a momentary fire spark being connected to the dry grass, it gets connected. That means the fire is ignited through that. But on the other side, if it is wet grass, no matter how much fire has been poured, due to the anarthas, they represent the wetness. Anarthas represents wetness. So through that anarthas, what happens is, no matter how much it is being poured, the sadhaka will not understand. This is a very important aspect. So these personalities are like that. These wonderful souls, they actually, what they do is, they are the dry grass. That means, now when we actually see, when Prahlad Maharaj, when he met Narsingadev, do you see him like complaining on anything? No, you don't see him. There's no complaints actually. Why? There's no reason to be complaining. Because he's not feeling that I have to complain. He's not feeling that this is a problem. He's not feeling that this is a mistake. He's not feeling that I've been abused, or I've been done this, I've been done that. None of those things are there. Please understand, because how that kind of consciousness is developed, dear devotees. That kind of calling consciousness is developed through the intensity of taking this Krishna consciousness. If the process is taken on a deeper level, what happens is, the external changes or situations will not be affected. Then what happens? You go deeper, you absorb in the process on a deeper level. Then you'll understand what is the real thing, what is the unreal thing. Then you work based on the real thing. You don't work on the unreal thing. Because you get the clarity. Oh, that is the whole point. Prahlad Maharaj, he was not complaining on anything. Actually, devotee means no complaints. His life is very simple. Because he understands. The devotee is another aspect. See, Paramatma is sitting in the heart, he knows everything. Let's say you are really going through a difficulty. Don't you think that the Paramatma is knowing that? Don't you think that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he knows that problem? He doesn't know the problem. He knows all of those things. Still, the problem is coming to us means we need to understand, Lord, or through his energy, we are being tested based on our prarabdha, based on our previous karmic reactions, based on our issues in the past, based on our negligence or neglectfulness towards the presence of the Lord. All of those things are coming. Let it come. How a Vaishnava will take it, how a sadhaka should take it is let it come. Let the problem come. I will handle. I will handle means in the sense I will depend on the Lord, he will take care of it. See, if a person is giving us a problem, he should also know the solution of it. Likewise, through the energy of the Lord or through the presence of the Lord, if a problem is coming, the Lord also knows the solution for that. And what should we do? Rather than reacting to that problem, simply accepting that problem is the greatest thing which we can do. Very important, dear devotees. Please understand. Greatest thing we can do is this. Now, this we need to understand. Because the Muslim devotee, Shaligram, or Prabhu was chanting the bhajan, right? Don't you think that the devotee went through difficulties? Don't you think that the devotee was being harassed? All of those things are done. Is he writing all of those issues in the poem? No. What is he asking? What is he requesting? Oh, my dear Lord, please give me an opportunity so that I take the association of pure devotees. Oh, my dear Lord, please give me an opportunity so that I can chant your holy names. My dear Lord, please give me an opportunity so that I can remember you continuously. What is this? Where are the problems? That means this sadhaka is actually relishing the science of Krishna consciousness. Just like Srila Prabhupada and his wonderful followers, they relish the science. So through that, what they do is they are so much absorbed into the process of Krishna consciousness, the problems which are there outside, they are dissipated. Please understand this. Because until and unless we are absorbed in the process, we cannot come out of these dualities of this world. Please understand. Arjuna had problems, but Arjuna was looking for solutions. Arjuna had difficulties, but Arjuna was trying to look out for the ways of why these difficulties coming into my life. Arjuna had serious issues. But what was he doing? He was trying to find a solution through all those issues. This is bhakti. Please understand this. What is this? BHAKTI, bhakti. This is bhakti. What is bhakti? Devotees finding ways and means to remember the Lord. For that, he intensely takes association. For that, he takes association with the spiritual master. For this, he surrenders to them. For this, he wants to develop relations with them. Right? He wants to serve them eternally. He wants to serve the Vaishnavas, the pure devotees eternally. Why? Because through that only he gets unlimited happiness. Because access to Krishna consciousness is given through the service of pure devotees. Now that is a secret. Why that is a secret? Through that only one can intensify one's relationship with the Lord. Now we all have a relation. So do that the devotee, a devotee of Jagannath, he also has a relationship. What is the most important thing? The most important thing is how we want to take that relationship. There is active, there is passive. In which way we want to take? Do we want to take the active relation or do we want to take passive relation? This is the secret. The more one understands, the more he will absorb. The more he will know, the more he will relish. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, our life goal should be this. Just like Arjuna, he submitted to Krishna as a spiritual master. We should try to submit to their words, their instructions, and that should be our life and soul. When we do this, then our process of Krishna consciousness is moved forward. That's how actually we make progress. Because sadhaka's progress depends on how he's actually taking the truth. Because you see, if dhana, jana, that means money, fame, profit adoration, if these things are stopping us to take the science of Krishna consciousness, then is that a good thing? It is not good thing. It is something else. That means can we trust that? We cannot trust that because it is in a material plane. Anything which is connected to this matter, we should be very careful with that. That means engaging to that is very, 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 very important. That means how we are engaging with that is very important. If that thing is not connected to the Lord, then that gives us trouble, deep trouble. So when we see through the life of Srila Prabhupada, it becomes more clear, dear devotees. When you actually see through his life, see through the life of his followers, it becomes more clear. What is the clarity is they do not have any personal motive in this world. No personal motives. Because personal motives in this world do not help us. Because personal motive is always on a selfish plane. And that personal motive is neither helping us or someone else. That means that will keep us far away from the real reflections of Krishna consciousness. I'll tell an example. One day a person goes to Sanatana Goswami. The thief is a thief. He goes to this wonderful Vaishnava and then he says, I heard that you have touchstone. Can you give that to me? Then he says that, okay, the touchstone is in that garbage can. We can take it. So he really goes and then finds the touchstone in the garbage can. I was just wondering, this touchstone, what is this touchstone? What is the purpose of this touchstone? Touchstone is anything you touch, it becomes gold. Right? What is that? Anything you touch, it becomes gold. Right? Then this person happily takes that and then goes. And then he begins thinking about it. Are, if this is so important, it should be kept inside. Or it should be kept in a safer place rather than rather than near to garbage can or inside the garbage can. Why is this person keeping this valuable thing inside that? That means this person is something much more valuable than this. See, the intelligence, Krishna, when a person is very simple, Krishna gives so much intelligence to that person. He will give so much intelligence. Through that intelligence, he will really understand what is this process is all about. Because sarvasya chaham hridisannivishta matta smritir gnanam apohanam cha. That means that Supreme Person, he gives the intelligence, knowledge, realized knowledge also. Now that thief is actually thinking about this, what should I do? This person is putting touchstone in this particular place. There should be a very strong reason behind it. This thief will come back again and then starts inquiring again. What is this inquiry? His inquiry is pretty straightforward. What is that? His inquiry is, Aresh, seems like you have something far more superior than this because you kept this in the trash can. Looks like you have something superior and looks like you're hiding that one. I want that. Can you please give it to me? See, his attitude was also very simple and straightforward. Now, this is what pleases the Vaishnavas, dear devotees. Our innocence, our attitude, our acceptance. This is what it pleases. Please understand this. Then another important aspect here is the pure soul tells him, Goswami Maharaj, he says, if you want that, if you want something higher, then you have to do one thing. He said, yes, go and throw this touchstone and come to me. Oh, there's two aspects here, dear devotees. The first aspect is when the thief came to Sanatana Goswami, he didn't had anything. That is why he came. That's why he came, because he wants to solve all the problems of his life through one step, which is perfectly all right. That means for that particular life, if he stays with that touchstone, there is no issue, there is no problem with him. That means he can happily lead his life. That means his solution to this life, he got it actually. But the thief is not looking for that. The thief is looking for something superior. That means the thief wants to have, because he saw Sanatana Goswami and then Sanatana Goswami was so happy, so jubilant. That means he's seen his face, his consciousness, his mentality, his everything through that mere association. See, dear, what is this is association of a pure souls. When we have that intimate association with them for that momentary time, that actually transformed the thief, because the thief was never thinking like that before. Please understand another aspect. Another important aspect to know here is the thief was never ever thinking like that. That means, especially with pure souls, we don't think like that, dear devotees. We don't get the thoughts, we don't get that aspirations, we don't get that Dana, Jana, Sundari, you don't get all of those things. But if you are getting that, if you are understanding that, if you are knowing the importance of Krishna consciousness in that way, some shape or form, it is through their mercy. Just like the thief received the mercy of Sanatana Goswami, through that mercy, what happened is he again took his association. Because that is not that touchstone is not giving him satisfaction. Please understand this. Now, these are very important qualities for going into deeper submission. So, after this, what is happening, dear devotees? Another important note. What is that important note is, here, Sanatana Goswami tells another important aspect. He says, you throw that first. Now, a question will come. Why is Sanatana Goswami asking to throw that? Because he could have told him, chant Hare Krishna, everything will be all right. But no, he did not say that. He said, you throw that first. So what is that? The throwing of the touchstone is all the attachments and aversions of this material world. Please understand. The throwing of the touchstone is not ordinary. The throwing of the touchstone is all the. That means the thief is not throwing merely a touchstone. He's throwing the consciousness which is behind the touchstone. That is the whole point why Sanatana Goswami told him to throw that. Because it is important to understand. For example, if I have material desires and chant Hare Krishna, it will not be affected. If I have desire to enjoy this world, that will not be affected. Because the process won't come into our consciousness. We cannot relish. That means there's a problem in the consciousness. The problem has to be addressed first before see the devoted. Tell another aspect here. For example, let's say your health is bad. Do you eat gulab jamun, rasagulla, jalebi, all those heavy sweets? Do we do that? We don't. Why? Because we are diseased. So what do we do first? We have to cure that disease. After curing the disease completely, once you feel you're back to normal, then only you take that. That means your system is back to normal, it can digest that. Otherwise, if the system is not back to normal, you cannot consume that. That means even if you consume, you cannot absorb it. That means when the material desires are there, when the process of Krishna consciousness is taken, is trying to be taken, it cannot be taken. Because these desires are pulling us down. No, that is the whole point why Sanatana Goswami said that thief, you throw the touchstone and then come. Please understand this, dear devotees. It's very interesting aspect. Just like Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita only after Arjuna completely was outthrown. He was he was a complete he was completely that means he has no other hope other than that. He's completely lost. Actually, the losing which happened to Ayodhya, which happened to Arjuna, he lost actually. That the lost is the greatest gain in his life. Please understand. Because if he was not a failure at that point of time, the submission which he has shown would not be great. Wounded soldiers are more powerful than the soldiers which are not wounded. That's what exactly happened to our Azadi when India was about before independence was there. Subhash Chandra Bose, he took all the wounded soldiers and then he created a very strong force, and that helped so much to get the independence. That means unless and until there is an issue, unless and until there is a problem, one will not understand the greatness of this process. The thief had two problems. First problem is he had nothing. He was in a poverty. He was thinking that through this touchstone his life will be changed. He received that touchstone, but through that, but he just did not took touchstone. He also took the association of a pure soul. But through the association of the pure soul, what is happening is his thought process is continuously changing here. Please understand this. It's continuously changing. His consciousness, his thought process is continuously changed. That's when Sanatana Goswami said, you throw the touchstone, means he understood. That means I should submit completely to receive what I supposed to receive. And he throws it and then he comes back again. Then this is the right attitude to receive Krishna consciousness. Just like Arjuna submitted himself to the Lord, the thief submitted to Sanatana Goswami, to his spiritual master. So through that process, what is happening is they are invoking the mercy. That's why they receive the mercy, and then he perfected his life by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is far, 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 far superior than the touchstones of this world. Hare Krishna. I think I'll stop here. Thank you all very much. Anyone wants to add quickly? Otherwise, we'll stop it here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Namo Krishna Prabhupada. Thank you so much,
So,
Prabhuji, for giving us wonderful lessons every day. And especially the point you mentioned about like if we have to gain the higher taste, we would need to leave the lower taste.
Is that
Otherwise, it is very difficult for us to even taste the higher. So when we are in this material world, we are not getting the taste of, sometimes I'm talking from my Krishna consciousness. But when we leave that attachment to the material world, we'll have the higher taste. We can relish the taste of Krishna consciousness. Thank you.
definitely?
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Shubal Prabhu. Thank you all very much. I'll stop here. Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. Now we'll do Prem Dhuni prayers. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parvicacharya Stotra Shatabe Charanaravindha His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON BPT Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parvicacharya Stotra Shata His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. अनेक कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। रामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। समवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. नमा ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन्निधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनेक कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Guru Maharaj Jai. Thank you so much, devotees. Have a wonderful
Vilas
successful
Prabhuji ki
holiday.
jai.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Subhal Gopal Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai.
All devotees ki jai.
Jai.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat
Srila
pranam.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Ramani Pran Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Jai Krishna. Dandavat pranam.